And they're playing good football, the Colts. Only the Indianapolis Colts. We'll also mention later on this evening, not too far away, 8:15 start time. It'll be the second game of the evening. It'll be the final game on this Saturday, the 5th day of January. Seattle Seahawks at 10-6. They will be at the Dallas Cowboys at 10-6. NFC wildcard. You can watch the game on Fox. It'll happen at AT&T Stadium. Right there, Jerry Jones built a phenomenal stadium. And they've got a practice stadium that's just about as nice. And we'll mention again tomorrow, Sunday, January 6th in the NFL. 1:05 p.m. will be the kickoff. It'll be the Los Angeles Chargers at 12-4. They'll be at the Baltimore Ravens at 10-6. That's an AFC wildcard game. It'll be shown on CBS. And that'll be at M&T Bank Stadium. And then the second game tomorrow start about 4:40 p.m. It'll be the Philadelphia Eagles at 9-7. They will visit Soldier Field in Chicago. They'll go against the Chicago Bears. Bears are 12-4 on the season. Trubisky's second year working out pretty well. We'll also mention that's an NFC wildcard game going to be shown on NBC. You might get to listen to Chris Collinsworth, I believe. So that'll be fun. And Al Michaels. We'll mention a little bit about this game getting ready to happen. 10:57 on the game clock. 7:13 on the wristwatch. The officials are talking at the scorer's bench. Three of them talking to both head coaches, talking to Chad Ballinger, talking to Kent Adams. The meeting just broke up. Talking it over right there. They're doing it as gentlemen, and you know they're working it well, going to keep this game under control. This game, all games at Twin Lakes, they are done the right way. And we'll mention a little bit about the visiting team on the scoreboard. That's the Hamilton Heights Huskies. The Huskies have a school enrollment of 728. Their gym capacity back home in Arcadia, 3,106. They're a Class 3A school, Sectional 24. The sectional will happen at Newcastle. In their sectional will be Delta, Hamilton Heights, Blackford, Newcastle, Yorktown, and Muncie Burris. We'll mention at Hamilton Heights High School, the principal is Jared Mason. The athletic director is Kurt Ogden, and the athletic secretary is Lee Ann Moffitt. We'll mention the meeting just broke up between the players right there. Referee, I tell you what, the captains are on the court, and they just broke up. They're going to do some more warm-ups. 9:30 left here in the pregame. Hamilton Heights and Twin Lakes. I will mention Twin Lakes Indians wearing those nice long pants. And I tell you what, they're striped. They're striped vertically, kind of like the Indiana Hoosiers. I'm a Hoosiers fan. Who wouldn't be? We'll also mention the Huskies. Hamilton Heights High School is located at 25802 State Road 19, Arcadia, Indiana 46030. You can find them on the web at hhschuskies.org. We'll also mention their collars are orange, brown, and white. They perform in the Hoosier Conference. They are in the East Division. We'll mention the 4 previous games played between these two foes. It ended up like this. They're 2-2. It's the rubber match tonight on the 5th day of January in the new year, 2019. We'll mention the Hamilton Heights Huskies. They're 7-4 on the season. They're 2-1 in the Hoosier East. We'll mention the head coach for the Huskies is Chad Ballinger. Chad Ballinger is a 12-year man for Hamilton Heights. He's 160 wins, 105 losses. Overall, in 19 seasons, 237 wins, 188 losses. He's a 19-year varsity head basketball coach. We'll mention the next game on the agenda for Hamilton Heights. will happen on Friday, next Friday, the 11th day of January. It'll be Hamilton Heights at LaPel, going to go against Jimmy Howe. Jimmy Howe just picked up his 600th win in his career. I think he's 601, maybe 602 by now. But I tell you what, Jimmy Howe can coach basketball. And the Huskies will be at LaPel next Friday night. Put Me in Sports will be there. We'll mention a little bit about the Twin Lakes Indians. The Twin Lakes Indians, they have a school enrollment of 773. We'll mention their gym capacity right here, 3,200. This is a nice gym for basketball. A couple of years ago, they had the Hoosier Conference matchup games right here. Took a couple of days. Hamilton Heights did well. So we'll mention Twin Lakes Indians. Got to let you know, if you forgot, remember in 2016-17, 3A state runner-ups were the Twin Lakes Indians. They averaged offensively for that season 60.3. They defended well at 47.4 points per game allowance. That's an average. We'll mention they finished that season 25-4. They went against Crispus Attucks. It was anybody's ball game. Twin Lakes fell 73-71. Good ball game. And they will also mention last year, Twin Lakes and Hamilton Heights. 56-45. I take that back. That was 2 years ago. That was the year that they went runner-ups. Huskies got a decisive win a year ago. They're going to play tonight for the rubber match in the previous 4 outings between each other. We'll also mention Twin Lakes Indians are Class 3A. They are Sectional 18. There are 6 in their sectional. They consist of Twin Lakes, Calumet, Rensselaer Central, Hanover Central, Knox High School, and Wheeler. We'll also remind you the principal at Twin Lakes Indians High School is Melissa Whitehead. The athletic director is basketball coach Kent Adams. He is also the middle school AD over at Roosevelt, just next door. We'll also mention the athletic secretary. She's most instrumental for Put Me in Sports. That is Karen Treese. We'll remind you Twin Lakes High School is located at 300 South 3rd Street, Monticello, Indiana, 47960. You can dial them up at 574-583-4854. 4:40 left on the pregame, and you can reach them on the web at twinlakesathletics.com. They wear the collars red and white. They are also in the Hoosier Conference. This is a cross-conference matchup. They are in the West Division. We'll mention in the East Division, in the Hoosier Conference, it's Tipton, Hamilton Heights, Northwestern, Cass, and Western. In the West Division, it is Twin Lakes, West Lafayette, Central Catholic, Rensselaer Central, and Benton Central. We'll remind you once again, Twin Lakes Indians are currently 8-4 on the season. They are currently 2-0 in the Hoosier West. We'll mention the head coach is Kent Adams. He's working in year number 23 at Twin Lakes High School. 310 wins, 213 losses. That's at Twin Lakes. He's a 31-year varsity head basketball coach. Overall, 380 wins, 318 losses. And we'll remind you, Twin Lakes Indians, their next game on their agenda will also happen next Friday evening, the 11th. They'll go against Kankakee Valley. Kankakee Valley is a 4A school. They're in Sectional 2. That game will happen right here at Twin Lakes High School, Class 3A, Sectional 18. We'll let you know a little bit about what went on last night in the Hoosier Conference. Game night last night on the 4th day of January. 5 games on the agenda last night. Hamilton Heights fell a squeaker, just getting by. Northwestern got the win, 68-65. Second game, it was 46, Central Catholic got the win over McCutcheon. 53-35, Tipton got the win over Yorktown last night. That was at Yorktown. 61-53, Twin Lakes got the win. They were on the road. They went against Benton Central. In the final game last night in the Hoosier Conference, West Lafayette at home defeated Western 39-34. That was a cross-conference matchup. Two conference matchups, one East and one West. Got a notation right here, 21-7. Colts still out in front, 4:09 remaining in the fourth quarter. Colts get the win. Next week, they'll earn the right to play the Chiefs.
And we're live at Noblesville High School and the Mill. Saturday night basketball here. Welcome to tonight's broadcast of IHSA High School basketball on Hamilton County TV. Presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 26 years, actually 27 now, in the business. We're also brought to you by Noblesville Trophies, Community Health Network, and Church Hill and Antrim, along with Smith's Jewelers, One Zone, HCTVcalendars.com, Logan Street Sanctuary in Noblesville, and Chris Jensen for mayor. Good evening, basketball fans, for this Saturday night affair between Muncie Central, who is now 4-6 from the North Central Conference, as they got a win last night over Lafayette Jeff by the count of 81-74. And Muncie Central comes in averaging 67.4 points a game, giving up 71 in those defeats. But they are kind of on an upswing here. Well, that's a pretty big win over what was a 7-2 Lafayette Jeff team last night, Perry. And they'll be playing the Noblesville Millers tonight. Noblesville kind of on their own little upswing right now. Lost a tight one in the championship in their last outing on December 28th, last Friday, so 8 days ago, in the Noblesville Holiday Tournament, 60-51. But they also got wins during that tournament over Northridge, 71-66 in overtime, and over Columbus North, 48-45. to reach that championship. So this is going to be quite a battle tonight. Craig Atkins alongside Perry Williams, and fans getting juiced up here as the lights go off for the starting lineups. Kind of a somewhat of a dismal crowd, so hopefully if you haven't been able to make it out tonight.
Yeah, they're probably watching Colts game. By the way, now, don't worry about your computer screen, because we're doing audio only. This is our first time that we're doing this on Hamilton County TV, so we'll be broadcasting radio style tonight, and of course Craig Atkins is a veteran at that, majoring in that at Ball State, so we should be good tonight here. And I'll keep the score and kind of keep you up on how we're doing clockwise, because we won't have a running clock, but we're excited to do this. This gives us an opportunity to do a few more games and everything, so buckle up. We're getting ready for basketball at the Mill. Muncie Central Bearcats against the Noblesville Millers. This ought to be a good one, Craig.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game tonight, as 81-74 victors last night were the Bearcats over Lafayette Jeff. On Friday night, Noblesville had the night off, probably an after-school practice, team meal, and all the whole deal to keep in resume form, regime form. Muncie Central quickly before the tip-off will go like this. Three-guard lineup with 21, Dylan Stafford, 6'1" junior. KJ Jackson, a 5'10" junior, also at guard, and Reggie Bass, number 34. He's a 6'4" freshman and lengthy. Looks like he's got a pretty good wingspan. A forward's number 5, Lamar Akins, and 24, Victor Young.
Oh, we got a problem here.
Oh. It looks like, I'm not sure if that's a cheerleader down or what that is. But
I'm not really sure either.
And while we've got a moment, head coach for Muncie Central is Chandler Thompson, who is his big claim to fame. He was on part of, I believe it was Bill Green or Bill Harrell. Do I have the Bills mixed up? Muncie Central, with obviously their run of, I believe they have 8 state championships to their credit in their school history, if I'm not mistaken. And Chandler Thompson, part of, he was the leader of that 1988 state championship team that defeated my alma mater in Concord, 76-53. I remember that like it was yesterday. And I see Dr. Stephen Jacobson and also others.
Our team doctor.
Yep.
Dr. Jacobson going down
He's
there.
He's going to check things out. And Pete Doerr, trainer, going down there to check things out as well.
Pete's getting pretty good at this. I mean, we had a game a couple of weeks ago, a big scare in the stands. So Pete's becoming quite the medical emergency guy here at Noblesville. I'm pretty sure it's a cheerleader.
Yeah, I think it may be a cheerleader down there who's injured on the play, but not the play, but before the game started. So I'm not sure if she slipped on something down there in the west baseline or what that was. But and we'll kind of veer our attention away while we keep our eyes to it. But
and hope the best for
you got it.
Cheerleader or whoever it is.
Cheerleader or whoever that is in attendance. And another form, and obviously Chandler Thompson was a star at Ball State, was part of that Sweet 16 team for the Cardinals in 1990 in his sophomore year. But another former Ball State stud and Muncie Central star, Bonzi Wells, former Portland Trailblazer, Memphis Grizzly, an assistant on the staff here for Chandler Thompson. So it's kind of cool. And, his former teammate and Cedric Van Leer, who played on the 88 state title team, also part of the staff. Kind of cool that he can bring back, players like that. And they're trying to bring Muncie Central basketball back, to the form that it was when, when they went to back-to-back 4A state title games.
Absolutely.
Against Lawrence North when Matt Fine was the coach, who's now, I believe, still at Winchester, if I'm not mistaken. But now we are set for tip. We gave you the Bearcats. Here are the Millers real quick before tip. Jordan Schmidt, number 10. 20, Egan Keever-Hill. 23, Zach Johnson. 24, Xavier Hines. And Alex Hancock now into the lineup. He'll be at center tonight, jumping up. And he loses the tip. And Jordan Schmidt, backwards pass. Tried to put it off of, looked like number 30, KJ Jackson, but went off of, actually it did go off Jackson, so Noblesville will have the ball as they will be technically going left to right on your radio dial. Down low, Keever-Hill dipped it to Johnson, back out, rebound by Johnson, back out to Keever-Hill, 2-0 Noblesville. Johnson's shot was blocked. Now he's not used to having that left-handed shot blocked.
No, he's not. Muncie Central got pretty good size.
The one thing that fans have to think about, I believe this is the second year of the consolidation with Muncie South to become one school again as Muncie Central. And we all know the powerhouse that Muncie Central was back in the day, and the famed Hoosiers game, if you will. It was Milan versus Muncie Central back in the day. And their history stems back from the 40s and until all their recent success. And passing traffic, Alex Hancock picks it up from the Lamar Akins miscue on the pass. Now it's Schmidt, left corner like he did against Columbus North. No. Rebound to Victor Young. Oop, just about a double dribble. Left wing to Jackson. Actually, check that was Bass down low. And Schmidt, quick hands, no. Victor Young, and they'll go tying him up.
The one thing about it is, Craig, when the ball goes to the floor, Schmidt's is going to be there. And
he's a scrapper.
Yeah, he is. He's going to go after it and does a nice job out there for the Millers.
Bass inbounds, and one thing we'll keep in mind, Bass is a freshman, and he's played all 10 games for the Bearcats. Now it's Stafford, the leading scorer.
I'll have to remember I'm keeping score here on this scoreboard here.
Check that. Victor Young is leading scorer at 13.4 games. Stafford at 8.1. The freshman Reggie Bass at 11.9 per ball game. Cross-court pass into the hands of Stafford. He's trapped by Xavier Hines. He'll back it out beyond the three-point arc. Young drives up high off the glass. No. Keever-Hill skies for the board. Noblesville coming back the other way. Just 2 minutes into this ball game. Xavier Hines. Looks like his right foot slipped as he tried to stutter, have a little stutter.
They passed over there to the.
Yep, tried to pass
the left corner.
That baseline, looking for Schmidt. And now that they know he's that clutch like he was against Columbus North, I saw that video and I wasn't able to come to the game.
Yeah.
And he just pulls up and kept going up before he released it to win that game over Columbus North. Stafford, left corner three, no. Keever-Hill with his second rebound of the game. He'll bring it up the floor. Fast pace, and this is how Muncie Central likes it, but Noblesville's able to run. Johnson up off the glass, it's good. Draws the foul.
Miller's up 4-0 here with 5:19 left to go in the first period.
Number 5, Lamar Akins with that foul. His first on Muncie Central. Johnson, back of the iron, no for the free throw. Driving, left-handed, no off the back of the iron. Offensive rebound by Akins.
Akins just kind of went over the top of Kiever Hill there and grabbed that rebound and did not foul him. I mean, he can jump.
Yeah, Akins is 6'5". He showed he could probably
yeah.
These kids have some wingspan on them. Stafford out deep left now, up top. KJ Jackson, now it's Bass. Back to Jackson. Throws a pass in traffic, and Xavier Hines slips his hand right in and steals the ball. Miller's back the other way, 4:33 left, first quarter. 4-0 Noblesville up on Muncie Central. That's Kiever Hill. Jackson all over him. He may give him fits. Now it's Hancock back out to Kiever Hill. Hines thought about a 3, no. Victor Young right in his face. Now it's Egan Kiever Hill. Backs down, left elbow. Back out to Hines. Thought about a jumper. Now he'll drive lane. Kiever Hill. Back out. Now it's Johnson. Pass tipped. Stafford tips it right to Victor Young. Up the court to KJ Jackson. Up off the glass. Gets Foe.
Charging.
Dropped his shoulder. Egan Kiever Hill takes the charge. Back the other way comes the ball to the Millers. Yep, Jackson driving. Looked like he not really was up, going to the bucket with a little reckless abandonment, but he had a purpose, but he dropped the shoulder down, and that's a big thing. Kiever Hill
they're not going to let you do that anymore. Kiever Hill will take that charge, too.
Yep, he will take that charge, and Hancock gets the pass from Schmidt. Now back out to Kiever Hill. Jackson's all over him. Now it's Johnson. Down low, dishes. Hines gets it blocked. Shot blocked by Victor Young.
Miller's not used to getting all these shots blocked underneath here. These guys can jump now.
Young, a 3 from the corner, no, and a loose ball rebound chased by Dylan Stafford. Bass gets trapped. Ball tipped out of bounds by Hancock. And Bearcats will keep the ball underneath. I don't know if it's getting a little chippy down there, but one of the officials nearest the Noblesville bench stopped play for a second, kind of just to, hey, calm down, boys.
Settle them down, boys.
Inbound, Jackson, the lefty, back out, Victor Young. Yep, walked with it. That looked like something you see off a European basketball video or something that
yeah.
He tried to get that extra step in, but nothing doing there. Turns it back over.
We got 3 minutes and 6 seconds left to go here in the first period. The Millers are up 4-0 over Muncie Central Bearcats.
Kiever Hill now to Schmidt, left corner. Bass on him. Johnson, left wing 3, no. Hines tries for the board. Victor Young's hands tip it out. The pass intercepted by Jordan Schmidt. I keep thinking that Jordan Schmidt should have played some defensive back.
Yeah, he would have been a good one, you know what?
Hines, right corner, three-pointer off the mark. Hancock can't take down the rebound. Akins grabs it for the Bearcats, and Stafford with it back the other way for Muncie Central. They'll reset up top. Jackson, deep 3 by Stafford, pushes it, no. Now it's Hines. He'll slow it up and get the ball to Egan Kiever Hill.
Egan Kiever Hill normally brings that ball down the floor and does a pretty good job doing that. Nice play there.
Backdoor pass to Hines. And Chandler Thompson wants to talk about it. 1:58 left here, first quarter, 6-0. Noblesville up on Muncie Central.
Let's thank one of our sponsors here, Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 26 years. Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in that last-minute signage and banners. Serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or loganstreetsigns.com. How about Noblesville Trophies? Offer a large range of products including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroideries. Noblesville Trophies provide you with that same-day service and that last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or noblesvilletrophies.com.
Back out of the timeout.
Six to nothing, 1:58 left to go here in the first period.
Bearcats with the ball back. They'll shift it around outside the perimeter. Now in the ball game is number 1, Demarius Pegues.
Smits picks up the ball there on a bad pass by McKeese.
Passes in traffic like that, Perry. We're noticing that's 2 or 3 steals now by Noblesville. It's either Schmidt, and now we see Alex Hunt in the ball game now for Noblesville.
This will be interesting. You got Hancock and Hunt in here.
And it seems like with Hancock now in the starting lineup, you're able to bring Hunt off the bench, and you've got also now Brendan Fisher.
Yeah, it gives the Millers a lot more depth,
Yep.
and Hancock can handle the big boys.
Yep, Hancock.
That's the one thing that Hunt's going to be a good one, but he doesn't have quite the body structure Hancock does sometimes for those big bangers.
Yeah, I think by the time next year for Alex's senior year comes around, it's going to be a blocking foul on number 34, Reggie Bass. His first, third on Muncie Central. As well as 45.9 seconds left here, first quarter. Still 6-0 Noblesville.
You have to give Hunt credit. When Hancock was out for those 8 games, Hunt came in there and did a great job. I think he's averaging, right around 7 points a game, 6.7. So.
And I'm assuming, like most coaches, Hunt was technically in that starting lineup. Hancock probably had to earn himself back into that starting 5.
Yeah.
Hines dribble drives, now back out, 26 seconds. Deep right to Johnson. He'll drive and ball's tipped in. Looks like a reach in. Yep, reach in foul on Demarius Pegues. His first, 4th on Muncie Central.
Personal foul, number 1, Demarius Pegues.
Miller's trying to spread it out here a little bit. They got
Jordan Schmidt drives. It's going to be a block. Oh, it looks like he used his off arm. Did Schmidt, so the call will be on him. Now 7.4 seconds left.
Wow, that kind of hurt right there.
Yeah, because they were trying to use all of the first quarter clock that was left. Now it's down to 5 seconds. Jackson, left. Bass, volleyball line, 3, got it. And that's a way to end the first quarter of play. And it'll be Noblesville 6, Muncie Central 3 when we start the second quarter.
Let's thank one of our sponsors, a new sponsor, Craig, Chris Jensen. Come be part of Noblesville's next chapter by joining Chris Jensen for Mayor team. Jensen is a proven leader and lifelong Miller and committed to honoring our city's past while sharing the strong vision for the Noblesville future. Learn more about Chris Jensen. Visit Jensen for Noblesville on Facebook or check out his website, jensenfornoblesville.com. How about community health? It's Central Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when patients need them. With any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or check them out on their website at ecommunity.com. Don't forget about Hamilton County HCTV calendars. Make sure to check out this calendar for upcoming events in Hamilton County, including local events, high school events. You can add things to the calendar. It's easy, it's free. Hamilton County calendars online since 1995. HCTVcalendar.com.
Bearcats, Millers, live from the mill. Craig Atkins alongside Perry Williams. And speaking of cats, Perry, I did see somebody posted on Facebook earlier today, about 8 hours ago. There was a cougar sighting.
Really?
Somewhere in Noblesville. Not sure exactly where, but yeah.
6-3 the score. We're just getting started here in the second quarter.
Long three on the way by Bass. Trying to keep his momentum going. Big offensive rebound by Victor Young. Gets it. And Demarius Pegues cuts it back to a 1-point game.
Yeah, 6-5 here. 7:20 left to go here in the second quarter. Kiever Hill bringing the ball up to the floor for the Millers. Nice pass underneath the Zach Johnson for the easy layup. 8-5.
1 minute into the second quarter. Also now in number 13, Jalen Brown. Three up top, Pegues, no. Big board by Young. He gets fouled. Looks like Hunt caught him on the way up.
That'll be Alex Hunt, first foul.
Personal foul, Noblesville, 23, Zach Johnson. 2 shots.
So Johnson with that foul.
Oh,
for
Zach
Nobles.
Johnson.
Yep, Johnson got that foul. Noblesville's first. So he went that full first. 8 minutes with no fouls.
Young, the first one up and in.
Cuts it back to 8-6.
Miller's up 8-6 here.
Makes the second one. And as a team, actually he shoots 26 of 31, 84% at the line himself.
Little pressure put on by Muncie Central.
As a team,
Kiever Hill trying to get it up the floor.
He'll drive, backs down, stops, tries to get a foul drawn, no. Puts a shot up over Jalen Brown. And Bass dribbled that ball out of bounds. It's going to be off of Hunt's foot, it looks like. Alex didn't think so, and Muncie Central will keep it.
Coach McCulley thinks there was a kick there, so. Muncie Central inbounds in it.
Yeah, I think that Pegues thought he couldn't cross the timeline.
Yeah.
Yep,
he was trying to tightrope that, wasn't he?
Yep. You can throw it in the backcourt. Young drives, now dishes corner. Jalen Brown, left corner three. No. Big board. Zach Johnson. He gets it to Kiever Hill up left side.
Into Alex Hunt.
Hancock, no. Shot gets deflected. Now it's Victor Young. He'll drive the paint. Blocked by, looked like a clean block by Zach Johnson. And Johnson will be called for his second foul, so he may need to bring Fisher off the bench here.
No, he's going to bring Xavier Hines back in.
Both personal fouls for the Millers on Zach Johnson, and tying the ball game up is Young.
So we're 8-8, 5:56 left to go here in the second quarter.
8-2 run for the Bearcats, looking to make it 9-2 if Young makes this free throw. And this one rattles.
Out, and then back in.
Drops down through the middle of the net. He's got all four of his points at the free throw line, and it's 9-8. Muncie Central has taken the lead, and
foul
like a reach in there on
Pegues.
Demarius Pegues with that foul. His second, fifth on the Bearcats. Deep pressure by Pegues. Now Kiever Hill spaces himself. He'll drive up off the glass, draws the foul. He'll shoot two. That's That's on Pegues.
Substitution for the Bearcats. Correction, we have 2 shots at the line.
Kiever Hill will shoot two to try and get the Millers tied and or back in front. Makes the first, swishes.
Makes it 9-9. We're all tied up here. 5:43 left to go in in the second quarter here at the Mill. Second one missed by Kiever Hill. Knocks it away, but
Bass.
picked up quickly by Bass.
Jackson drives right baseline. No. Schmidt clears out for the board. Hancock jumping up and down. He had the baseline open, screaming for it. Now a 14-footer. Hines, no. Hancock rebound up, no. Hancock dives out of bounds. Schmidt gets the pass from Hancock.
It's a three. Craig, this is not exactly the pace the Millers want to play here.
It's kind of an up and down mixed pace.
Yeah.
Left-handed three by Bass. Swishes this one deep right wing. And we're tied at 12.
4:40 left to go here in the second quarter. Smith with the ball. Top of the key to Hines.
Kiever Hill with a three from the right. Got it.
Got it. Kiever Hill for three. Starting to heat up here a little bit.
Kiever Hill's got 6 to lead the Millers. It's 15-12. That's our second tie. Now broken Bass with his third tray, and we're tied again for the third time.
Of course, Craig, I think the full court press that, oh my goodness.
And now Reggie Bass will get a reach-in foul. That's his second. He'll learn that. He's just a freshman.
Yeah, those are the little things. Kiever Hill's having to work pretty hard here to bring this ball up the floor.
Yeah.
But he goes to the free throw line now for 1-and-1. 3:56 left to go here in the second quarter. Game tied 15-15.
Kiever Hill shoots 31 out of 30. Check that. 32 out of
Kiever Hill misses
41 now.
the front end of the 1-and-1. Muncie Central bringing it back down the floor. Bass with the ball out in the front court.
Ball tipped by Kiever Hill into his own hands. Out of the hands of, I think it was Bass or Jackson. Now it's Schmidt. Thought about a deep right three. He'll bring it back out to Egan. Kiever Hill drives up off the glass. Got it.
Kiever Hill for two more. Good second quarter here for Kiever Hill.
Three-pointer in the corner, Dylan Stafford, and it's 18-17. Check that left corner three.
Yeah. Miller's called timeout here. Church, Hiddle, and Antrim, attorney at law. Since the establishment of Church, Hiddle, and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190. Well, Craig, we got 3:06 left to go here in the second quarter. Muncie 18, Noblesville 17. We're at the Mill here in Noblesville, Indiana.
18-17, like Perry said, Muncie Central with a narrow lead on Noblesville. The kind of game I think we thought we were going to see tonight, and it's lived up to it. Brendan Fisher, number 5, now in for Noblesville.
Give Keegan Kiever Hill a little breather here. He's been pushing the ball up the floor and being challenged by Bass.
Non-stop. And now it's Schmidt at the point. Fisher, right side, now it's Schmidt again. They're looking to get the ball to Hancock. But with the outreach hands of Aiken down there, he's 6'5" also. Hunt
Look at Hunt. Oh,
Gets
nice
it blocked
block
by Aiken. Back the other way, it's Bass. Ball gets tipped. And it's going to be off of, look like off Xavier Hines' foot, but it's off Victor Young's foot and back to Noblesville with 2:36 left here until halftime. So Noblesville catches a break there. The ball going off of Bearcats' foot. Fisher looking to inbound. Jackson picking up Schmidt full court. Dips it, Hines. Oh, he tried to get it left baseline to Hancock, but tipped. Now it's Young to Bass. Tipped.
Kind of stripped by Smits there.
Gets it in the hands of Schmidt. Now it's Hines. He'll drive.
Wow,
Ball's
another
blocked.
block.
Another block by Lamar Akins.
I'll tell you, Muncie said.
And look at that. Oh, Hines with the reach in. He didn't think so. Ball tipped out of Jackson's hand. And Hines will get whistled for that foul for Noblesville. Slowing up play here. Just a fourth team foul for, check that. Yes, fourth team foul.
Smith's coming out. Keever Hill coming back in the ball game for the Millers.
Check that third team foul. Just 2 by Johnson, 1 by Hines. 2:05 left till half.
Stafford with the ball in the front court.
Jackson with it out deep, volleyball line. Now it's Stafford. Stafford, their second lead scorer. Check that third lead. He averaged 8 a game. Almost stolen. Keever Hill already back in the contest. He might have sat out for a minute of real time. 2-point, long 2-pointer by Victor Young, and it's 20-17. And Young's first field goal, he's got 6. Backdoor cut by Alex Hunt, and he was almost held there by Tyreek Walker, number 4, who's now in the contest.
Coach McCulley said that he thought Hunt was held, but the referee didn't think so.
1:20 left here in the first half. It's Jackson and Stafford playing catch. Out on the volleyball line.
Minute 13 left to go here in the second quarter.
Jackson, now Stafford. Back out to KJ Jackson. Stafford thought about a 3, now it's Young. 9-footer, no. Fisher, the big rebound for Noblesville. Back the other way, they're trailing by 3, 20-17, now under a minute. 52 ticks left here till halftime. They're gonna reach in here on Stafford, and that'll be the 8th team foul. That'll put Brendan Fisher at the line to try and cut this 3-point deficit.
Fisher up and good for the first one. 2018. Got about 50 ticks on the clock here before halftime. Second one up and good.
Cuts it down to 1. 20-19.
Stafford with the ball.
Tries to dip it down, and Victor Young, Noblesville, looks like they're playing some man defense now, or shifting their 2-3 zone. Yep, 2-3, back into a 2-3. Akins dips it, Young, back out Stafford, left side. Jackson drives.
On the floor, foul.
Yep, foul on the floor, I think either by, I think that's Hunt. Hunt's first.
They got 4 fouls up there, but I thought there was 5, Craig.
I thought there was a foul on Jordan Schmidt earlier, but I guess they didn't count that. Inbound, Akins. Now it's Jackson. He'll drive, backs out, left side to Stafford. 16 seconds. Walker.
Trying to swing that ball around.
Jackson drives. 10-footer, no. Rebound, Hines. Down to 5. Fisher steps back out along 2, no. Rebound by Tyreek Walker, and the shot will not count as we head to halftime. Muncie Central 20, Noblesville 19.
Hey, Craig, why don't I catch up on some of the sponsors while you do a little figure in there and maybe see if you can get us some scores of some games. Smith's Jewelers has been serving Hamilton County, including Noblesville, Fishers, Westfield, and Carmel, for over 65 years. Many jewelry stores have come and gone, yet Smith's remains. If one were to ask how and why, The answer would be our outstanding jewelry selection and customer service. Knowledgeable staff at Smith's Jewelers is eager to serve our customers with a memorable experience. If you can contact them at 317-773-3383 or check them out on their website, smithsonthesquare.com. One more here. Let's once again, Chris Jensen for mayor. Come be a part of Noblesville's next chapter by joining Chris Jensen for mayor team. Jensen is a proven leader, lifelong Miller, and committed to honoring our city's past while sharing the strong vision for Noblesville future. To learn more about Chris Jensen, visit Jensen for Mayor on Jensen for Noblesville on Facebook page or his website, jensenfornoblesville.com. Craig, I think also I got to check my text here. I think I got us a score from a Hamilton Heights game here.
I've got a Westfield Carmel score as well via Richie Hall's tweet. Carmel's up 18-9 after one quarter against Westfield.
At half, Hamilton Heights is up 30-20. They're up at Twin Lakes tonight, so they're up 30-20 at halftime. Craig, let me read a couple more sponsors here while you look up some scores here, and in between the reads, you can just plug in some of the things. Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 27 years. Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in that last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. Craig, you said Westfield Carmel. What was that score?
Through one quarter, Carmel's up 18-9 on Westfield at the Eric Clark Center tonight.
Also tonight we got playing Hamilton Southeastern versus Warren Central. The Royals went down to defeat last night. Lawrence Central put it on them pretty good, 83-51. Kind of a surprise on score. It was in my mind that game could have went either way. Lawrence Central is a very good ball game, but Southeastern tonight playing Warren Central. That's a big game there, and that could be back-to-back losses. I mean, you hope not, but after getting beat that bad by Lawrence Central, understand that Etherington is out. He sprained his ankle, so he's not playing tonight. So, and of course, we're here at the mill in Muncie Central 20, Noblesville 19. We still got about 6 minutes left to go in the quarter here at halftime. Craig, it's always amazing. You and I talk about this a lot, and of course, I know you always look them up, but it's amazing how close John Harold is. I had a little time on Friday, so I kind of looked up some of these big games here, and on Friday night, and Carmel played Center Grove, and John Harold had Carmel 56, Center Grove 53, and it ended up 47-37. Fisher's coming in the game last night 9-3 against Pike 5-4. John Harold said that Pike was going to win 71-57, and that ended up Pike 70 and Fisher 67. And then a heck of a ball game last night. Hamilton Heights went to undefeated Northwestern last night in a boys game and lost 68-65 on a shot about 3/4 of just right across the 10-second line. A young man heaved up the bucket and went in, and Northwestern won 68-65 to stay undefeated. Guerin Catholic, interesting here. Chittard come in 8-2. Guerin came in 6-5, but John Harold said that Guerin was going to win 59-50, and they won 60-54. So it's really kind of amazing. And the hot team going in this county that we don't talk about much is in single A is University School. They played Tinley last night and come out victorious 63-52. University's 13-1.
Wow.
So Brandon Lafferty, Carmel boy, Butler boy, doing a good job over there at University.
Yeah, and it seems like University, they're kind of a hidden little gem over there.
Yeah.
Because obviously they came out of, I wouldn't really say nowhere, but a little bit out of the woodwork.
Absolutely.
Had a stellar baseball season. They have great soccer programs. They obviously the baseball program, but both basketball programs, girls and boys, are starting to make some noise and get attention and the attention they deserve.
Absolutely.
The girl's name is escaping me, but they have a 1,000-point scorer.
Yes.
On their
and you're right. I'm the same way on that.
Yep.
That situation there. One thing, Craig, I want to talk about next week. We're pretty excited about this, and this is some information that we just kind of put together today. Actually, next week, January 11th, here at the Mill on Friday night, we'll have a doubleheader, girls and boys. Girls at 6, boys at 7:30. I'm going to go alone and broadcast. This is going to be audio and video. So the camera will be here, and we'll be doing that game. And, of course, you'll be on the PA.
Yeah.
And I'll handle the girls' game. And then, which ought to be a good one. Zionsville, great basketball team, runner-up in the state last year, Got a lot of players back.
A lot back from last year's runner-up team. And then on the other hand, you've got Noblesville, who they've won a couple big ball games in a row. Kokomo obviously not having a good girls basketball season. They're now 2-12. But Noblesville went down to Martinsville this afternoon and got a big victory, 43-40 over the Artesians, who I believe had only lost 2 games prior to today's game.
And that's big. Noblesville, I think Coach Buckley will tell you she was going in the season very concerned, okay? When you lose a person like Emily Kaiser, who for 4 years was a stellar person in the middle, and the last 2 years, Craig, you and I watched, it was at the end of the ball game, you get the ball to Emily, and she's going to make something happen.
Yeah, if she had 10 points throughout the first 3 quarters and you needed some buckets and to figure something out to get back in the ball game, Emily might end up with 25 or 28 points, and they figured out, okay, we can dish down low. This year, nothing against the players that she has.
Absolutely.
But they honestly, they don't have the inside presence that they've had for the past 5 years. I would say pretty much like 7 or 8 years, because you had the 14-15 season, Erin Wood was at starting center. Her backup was Emily Kaiser.
Absolutely.
So, she's been, I would say Donna's teams have been a little bit spoiled with an inside presence like that. And but they're managing to make do with what they have, and different players are stepping up. It looked like Abby Haley had 7 points today at Martinsville, and I think it was 17 out of Maddie Knight to lead all scorers. And I guess they were down 25-21 at half and wound up winning 43-40 on the road at Martinsville. So a big win for the Miller girls team today.
We're right around the corner with sectional. It's upon us here. We got 2 or 3 more weeks of girls basketball.
Yeah. Then
we'll be at the sectional at Hamilton Southeastern. And hopefully it'll be you and I over there broadcasting that tournament, which is always fun. I'll tell you what, it's going to be very difficult to figure out how to stop those Southeastern Royals. They look like they got everything together, and Kaya Irving is back.
Yep.
So we're getting ready here to start the second half. We'll be going into third quarter here. at the mill with the score, Muncie Central 20, Noblesville 19.
Bearcats will have the ball to start the second half. Glad you joined us tonight. Not the heftiest of crowds. We'll take that. We'll take that if you're listening to us at home. If you stayed home for the Colts game, Colts beat the Texans 21-7.
I do see my wife is in the stands now,
She was
so I
watching the
know.
game, was?
Oh yeah, you know she was.
Yeah, ball tipped. Johnson thought he tipped it off of Lamar Aiken's hands, but off Johnson's hands, and Muncie Central retains it. And there may be some fans that are either joining us. We're glad you've joined us if you have, or have been the whole game. But it stayed home for the remainder of the Colts game and then came out here to the mill. Dish down low. Jackson, no. Johnson up for the rebound for Noblesville. And the Millers come back left to right. Kiever Hill dishes. Schmidt picked up by Young. Drops it down low to Hines. Now back out. Kiever Hill, left wing three. No. Chased. Oh, Alex Hunt collides with Jordan Schmidt on the rebound at the free throw line.
Hancock was going after it.
Hey, you got to give both of them credit for going for the ball, but Hancock, as big as he is,
he's a bull, man.
Hopefully he's like a bull in a china shop. But so is Jordan Schmidt at his speedy size down there. So Muncie Central with it, 20-19, slight edge on the Millers. Jackson, now it's Bass, deep right three, no, in and out. Rebound, Akins. Ball is tipped, but there's going to be a reach-in foul charged. And it looks like 24. Hines will get the first foul of the second half, his second.
We're a minute into the third quarter here, 6:58 left to go in the third quarter. Muncie Central up 20-19.
Jackson. Looks like he is their point man. Almost drug his pivot foot there. Now back out right side to Bass. Down low, Akins. Shot deflected off the backboard by Zach Johnson, and he looks frustrated as he gets called for his third foul.
I think.
Oh.
I thought it was to be called on Hancock. Hancock kind of got that body in there right when Zach Johnson was blocking that shot. So
Akins will be at the line for Muncie Central. 6:41 left here, third quarter, and he'll sink the first. Akins makes both, and it's 22-19, matching their largest lead. They had a 20-17 lead. Now it's back to 3.
The Bearcats still in that man-to-man press foul there.
Oh, if that's Reggie Bass, which it is, that's his third. So Chandler Thompson may want to get somebody off the bench, but I think he's got confidence in his young freshman too. So we'll see what he does. Doesn't make a move.
Didn't even budge.
No.
He didn't even think about it. Or he might have thought about it, but he didn't move. Kiever Hill with the ball over to Smits.
Up top to Hancock. Looks right side. Kiever Hill dips it.
Ooh.
Pass down low, tipped to Johnson, was tipped. Johnson tipped it back out. Now it's Kiever Hill again. Looking. Now Hines gets the pass. 17-footer. Got it. 22-21.
Craig, this game looks like it may go down to the wire here. I know we're still pretty early here in the third period, but
I think these
it
two
doesn't show either by team.
Stafford, deep left, corner 3, no.
I thought there was a little push there.
Yep, it's going to be on Lamar Akins, his second foul.
Each team with 2 fouls here apiece.
Team's second foul, that's 2 on Akins. 22-21. Bearcats with a 1-point lead on Noblesville. 5:40 left here in the third quarter. Kiever Hill, Bass all over him with those 3 fouls. Hancock, right side, guarded by Victor Young. Good matchup as Two of the better scorers in this game, Young and now Johnson drives. Back of the iron, no. Aikens the board. Baseball pass up the court, it's Bass. Backs things out. Stafford now to Young. They'll shift it around. Bass for three. No. Stafford scraps for the garbage board. Now it's Jackson. Young. Three-pointer from the left side. Right side, check that, it's good.
Schmidt's bringing it up the floor. Little pressure put on by Jackson. Across the 10-second line to Jackson. Into Hancock. Up. Little short. Stafford coming down the floor quickly. Slows it down.
Deep three from Victor Young. No.
No, in and out.
Bass the board. His shot gets deflected by both Kiever Hill and the rim. Now Egan up. Schmidt. Baseline gets it to Johnson. Head fakes. Up off the glass and in.
Good head fake by Zach Johnson on that. Got him committed up and then went back up himself and scored the basket.
Jackson has it for Muncie Central. They'll shift it left side to Bass. He floats one up now. Down low. Aikens from Young. Baskets. No.
Charging foul.
Oh. I'd like to see a replay on that. Where's Will when we need him?
Where's Will, man? Let me see if I can get that replay.
Alex Hunt checks back in.
Hancock going to the bench here.
Hines thought he was going out too, but no. You need 5, not 4 on the floor.
Of course, we get the ball to Kiever Hill so he can bring it down the floor.
Bass all over him. And they figured out how they can defend Egan coming up the floor, but he's figuring out how to get past that full court pressure. Now it's Hunt.
He's done pretty well on that man-to-man press.
Guarded by Bass. Now it's Johnson trying to make a move. As he does, short on the layup. Rebound of Stafford back the other way. And now it's Young. Deflected. Jordan Schmidt deflects that right up from behind him, tried to pick his pocket.
You know, the one thing, Craig, that's those little things that are not in any stat that you see, okay?
Yep.
But those are those little things that slows the game down a little bit and gets going here. 3:25 left to go here in the third period. Muncie up 25-23. Turnaround, no good.
Yep, Young with that big 12-footer. No. Alex Hunt the board. Kiever Hill will direct the offense. Bass on him, tried to draw his 4th foul. Now Schmidt, left wing 3, no. That one grazes the rim. Bearcats back the other way, it's Bass. Down low to Young, up off the glass and in. Back to a 4-point lead, still matching their largest lead for the second time, and it's going to be a timeout Noblesville here. Just a 30-second timeout.
Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provides you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online at noblesvilletrophies.com. Don't forget, Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when patients need them. With any questions, you can contact them at 317-355-7775 or check them out on their website, ecommunity.com.
27-23 is our count. Muncie Central with a 4-point lead here at Noblesville tonight on Saturday night. Basketball action.
2:48 left to go here in the third quarter.
Little North Central Conference versus Hoosier Crossroads Conference. Now it's Schmidt, left side and that ball's going to be tipped out of bounds by Demarius Pegues. Kiever Hill is going to inbound here. To Hines, deep left. He drives, now back out. Schmidt Top of the key three, no. Long rebound. Ball goes over the outreached hands of Schmidt and back the other way. Looks like KJ Jackson went up for the shot. Kiever Hill fouled him.
But the one thing about it is on Kiever Hill, he made sure he wasn't going to get that baby in there. I mean, I'm not saying it was a hard foul, but
I make sure someone's going to have to go to the line and earn it.
Yeah, earn that basket.
I don't want them getting the old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jackson's first one up, swishes it. Now 28-25. Check that 28-23. Brendan Fisher checks back in for the Millers for Schmidt.
Is that correct? Jackson's only has 1 point?
Jackson's got, check that, 2 points now. Yep.
Yeah.
He's done a lot elsewhere.
Yeah, he certainly has. That's why Kiever Hill bringing the ball up the floor.
To my count, he's got, I think, at least 3 assists. And obviously some rebounds. We see him all over. Hunt goes baseline to Johnson, but right down at Zach's feet and out of bounds. Back to Muncie Central. Bearcats trying to build on this half-dozen point lead.
You know, the one thing about it is that's, Johnson got a lot of points in that Noblesville Holiday Tournament right along that baseline with passes like that. So Muncie Central's done a good job scouting and watching video, because that's what we did a lot. We played a great tournament here at Noblesville. We didn't get to talk about that much, but
Noblesville shifting. We'll talk about that in a little bit here when we get a break between quarters. Miller shifting. 19-footer. Xavier Hines drills that one. Cuts it back to a 4-point deficit. 29-25, 1:35 left third quarter.
Nice pass, no look pass.
Down low, reverse layup.
31-25, 1:18 left to go here in the third period. Kiever Hill once again bringing the ball up the floor.
Now to Johnson. Left corner, Fisher, 3. Barely catches rim, now at the floor, the rebound. Akins, Jackson, now it's Bass. Faked a 3, thought about it. Now he let Kiever Hill come out on him.
The one thing
Freshman mistake.
Yeah, one thing about it is, Craig, we've missed a lot of, we come up short on a lot of these three-point shots tonight. We are not shooting the ball as well as we did in the holiday tournament.
Yeah, and that may be because today is the 5th, so that's a solid 8-day layoff.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But we got 25 seconds left to go here. Looks like Muncie Central is going to hold it for one last shot here, 31-25.
Bass has it deep left. I've got the corners spread out, going for the last shot.
10 seconds left here.
They'll be trying to get their biggest lead yet. Right
here
side.
Here they go.
Big East, deep, Bass, 3, no. Rebound to Johnson. Gets tipped, and he shoots three-quarter court. Off the glass, left side, and no. And through three quarters, Muncie Central 31, Noblesville 25.
Don't forget the Hamilton County calendar, HCTVcalendar.com. Be sure to check it out. This calendar is upcoming events in Hamilton County, including local events and high school events. If you have an event, add it to our calendar. It's easy, it's free. Hamilton County Community Calendar has been online since 1995. HCTVcalendar.com. Church, Hiddle, and Anthem, attorneys at law. Since the establishment of Church, Hiddle, and Anthem in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve the most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history in helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190.
Noblesville basketball to begin our fourth quarter play here at the Mill in Noblesville. Craig Atkins with Perry Williams. Glad you've joined us tonight.
Give us a shout out if you possibly can on our Facebook and everything. Let us know how you like the audio. I know that we've kind of spoiled you with audio or video, but to do more games, we're going to try to do some just audio only to keep you informed of what's going on in Noblesville High School basketball and around the county.
Yeah, with Hamilton Heights, Westfield, the whole county. .24 Xavier Hines whistled for his third personal. You ever grab the wrong pen?
Yeah. Oh, Coach Nicholson catches it in the crowd there. Old Miller coach Dave Nicholson over there. He's in the stands quite often at Miller basketball games here. Big fan. Son teaches here. Well, Muncie Central's not in any hurry right now. They're just kind of staying out here in the front court here and holding the ball and passing it back and forth.
You might as well just either come out and get them. And if you're Muncie Central, I haven't really seen Coach Thompson get up off the bench much.
No.
And
here we go.
Yep, now Noblesville coming to meet up with them.
Oh, nice steal by
Kiever
Kiever Hill.
Now Hines with it. Kiever Hill with it. Drives. Tries to get a foul drawn and puts one up and good.
Nice job by Kiever Hill. 31-27, 6:45. Whistle stoppage here. Here we go, Muncie Central bringing it back down the floor. Bass with the ball.
Cuts it to a 4-point lead, and Hunt just about
had a
steals
steal.
it. Pegues, and now they're doubling up. Coach Thompson wants to call a timeout.
He certainly didn't get up to call it, I tell you that.
No, it looked like, I think that was Coach Van Leer, Cedric Van Leer, who called that timeout for him. But 31-27, Noblesville trailing Muncie Central, 6:33 left here in the fourth quarter in, dare we say, regulation, because it's possible that this game could go down to the wire like we were talking about earlier, Perry.
Craig, I'm really excited next week here, January 11th. We're going to do a doubleheader here at the Mill, boys and girls, against Zionsville. Zionsville on the girls' side and the boys' sides have two great teams. And then also Put Me in the Sports, we'll have that game on with Hamilton Heights versus LaPel. And then SRN is going to be doing the Covington Christian Guerin game. So
that'll be good.
So we'll have a lot of games on Hamilton County TV next week. Not sure about the Fishers and Southeastern games, but if they're on, they will be on Hamilton County TV. So,
indeed, and update from Carmel. It's 51-28. Carmel's all over Westfield. Andrew Owens with a career game tonight, 27 points for the Greyhounds.
You know, Hetty and
Osborne.
No,
I'm sorry.
The center.
Malloy
get a lot of publicity, but I'll tell you what, they really play good basketball down there. They got a complete team.
Yep, and Andrew Owens works his tail off, kind of like, the things like Jordan Schmidt does for Noblesville, the things that go.
Whatever's got to be done, he's got. Oh, Hunt.
Yep.
No, travel. Wow.
Lamar Akins gets called for travel.
That was big.
Big. Mistake there by the 6'5" senior.
Yeah, because Hunt was up in the air. I mean,
I thought they were going to whistle Alex Hunt for that foul, but a big break there. As
Hancock coming out here, we're going to try to get a little offense going here. Hunt does a pretty good job on this press. Of course, Kiever Hill, here we go. They try to double team him here, so somebody's
down
open.
Low,
there
Zach
he is.
Johnson, and it's good. 31-29.
Kiever Hill sees the floor very well, Craig. He really does. That was a great pass by him to Johnson underneath the basket.
I think it comes in his pedigree.
Yeah. Thinker, man.
He's the thinker that head baseball coach Justin Keever.
Nobody thinks more Coach Keever, man.
Air ball on behalf of Demarius Pegues.
You're around Coach Keever very long, you know he's a math teacher, right?
Yeah.
He's stats.
Yep, he is stats to the T, and it's obviously rubbed off on
the family.
Keever Hill. Yep,
I'll tell you what, though, there's probably not. We got some great coaches in this county, and at Noblesville, and Keever Hill's at the top of the list, but so is Coach Jerry over there too at Fishers. There's some great coaches in this county in baseball and basketball and football and track.
Keever Hill down low once again. Johnson shades off with that right hand, puts it up with his left, and we are tied at 31, folks.
At 5:14 left to go here in the game here. 31-31.
10 points each now for Keever Hill and Zach Johnson. Deep three, right wing. Dylan Stafford breaks the tie.
With a three-pointer. Just under 5 minutes now here, 4:50 in the fourth quarter. 34-31. Smith's nice pass down. What a great job.
Timeout called by McCauley. They call a full timeout. Breaks it down to a 34-33, 1 point Muncie Central lead. 4:44 left here in the fourth.
Well, let's thank another one of our sponsors, Smith's Jewelers. Serving Hamilton County, including Noblesville, Fishers, Westfield, Carmel for over 65 years. Many jewelry stores have come and gone, yet Smith's remains. If one were to ask how and why, the answer would be our outstanding jewelry selection and customer service. The knowledgeable staff of Smith's Jewelers is eager to give our customers a memorable, positive experience. You can contact them at 317-773-3383 or check them out on our website, smithsonthesquare.com. Craig, we got us an old-fashioned barn burner here and still got about 1:40 left to go here in the ball game, and Muncie Central up 34-33.
You don't even with the Millers get the crowd back in the game with these past four possessions to get them back in the ball game, tying it. That wasn't going to stop Muncie Central as Stafford drilled that three to get them back up 3. So this is going to be a nail biter for the last roughly 5 minutes of the fourth quarter.
This is an important game for the Millers, coming off that holiday tournament with a very good tournament, going 2-1, getting beat. No shame in getting beat by Lawrence Central.
By a good Lawrence Central team. Yep,
which just hammered Southeastern last night. Let's keep that in mind now. I mean,
that ball stolen, almost stolen out of midair by Zach Johnson.
I know he wished he had that over, because he was on to the races there when it just slipped through his hands.
Jackson, deep right, back out to Bass. They're in no hurry, just like you said a little while ago. Coach Thompson shouting out instructions.
Well, they know it's going to come down to the wire. I mean,
they might as well not rush things because there's 4 minutes left in this game.
Yeah.
Stafford almost shoots that.
Alex Hunt, good job.
Steals the ball, and now Stafford fouls him after the steal. Good play there by Alex Hunt, forcing Stafford into fouling. And now we'll see Hines back in for the Millers and Demarius Pegues.
You see that so much, Craig. A guy loses a ball, and then he turns around and fouls the guy that he lost the ball to. So you just made 2 mistakes right there. That is just huge.
Yep, frustration foul, and that got looks like that got Stafford pulled from the game momentarily at least. Keever Hill drives. Gonna be a blocking foul. Might be on KJ Jackson. Jackson seems like a smart player as a junior. His second. 5th on the Bearcats, 5 fouls on both teams. Keever Hill to inbound underneath, right side. Back in to Johnson. Out of Keever Hill baseline. Drives. Shots up and good. 35-34.
Keever Hill's kind of taken over here in this second half, really. I mean, he's working hard out there. But he always works hard. But, I mean, he's going to that bucket now.
Turnaround jumper good by Kiever Hill, and Noblesville's back in front by
one, 35-34 here.
3:05 left, fourth quarter. Jackson to Pegues. Jump. I guess a jump receive of that pass. Didn't really need to. Down low. Bass gets fouled.
Oh, man, that scourge.
That's either Kiever Hill or it's Hunt. Basket's good. That'll be Kiever Hill.
36-35 now. 2:54 left to go in the ball game. I know you don't have a clock. We're going to work on that and on some of these audio games here. First one up and good.
Actually, he just gets one. It's 30.
That's right, because he got a three-point play. The old-fashioned way.
Yep, you got it. And he's got 12, does Bass.
Bass on Kiever Hill.
Johnson going to drive up off the glass, and it's good. Ties the ball game up, 37 apiece. And I believe that was off the assist from Kiever Hill, who averages 4.6 dimes a game.
He's had I don't know how many he's had tonight, but he's had a good night in assists.
Yeah, let's see. I've got at least 6 to my account.
I'll tell you, you need to sit by Craig Atkins some night at the ball game. He is simply amazing. He's got sheets everywhere.
You almost have to know what you're talking about all throughout the ball game.
I totally enjoy working with Craig. He does a great job here on stats, and he's old school, man. He's still pencil and paper.
Oh yeah, got the 4-colored pen.
4-color pen, man.
I don't need an iPad or whatever.
That's right. A 4-color pen, a piece of paper, you can do a lot.
Kiever Hill drives
off
the glass.
In and out.
Hunt the rebound left side, and the reach-in foul. Nope, timeout.
Oh, wow. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it
They
here.
caught a break because I think Kiever Hill traveled down there, but they didn't get the call. Timeout, 2:11 left, fourth quarter. Noblesville narrowly. Oh, now we're going to have Hunt and Tyreek Walker brought to center court by the officials to kind of, hey,
that's a good idea. I don't have any problem with that. I mean,
amends.
Yeah.
We don't want to happen what did, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago up at Griffith where the fans fought.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Because of what happened on the court, fans got into it up there, and no, we don't need that.
Nope, we sure don't. We sure don't.
2:11 left, fourth quarter, and we've got a heck of a ball game here. We like to say a barn burner. We're both old school.
That's right. A good old-fashioned barn burner. Okay, at the mill here. Yeah, Noblesville, Indiana. 2:11 left to go here in the ball game. The Millers are up 38-37. And Craig, I don't see it being any different. It's going to come down to who's going to have that ball last and who's going to be able to put it in the bucket here in these last 2 minutes.
Andrew Owens has 32 points for the Greyhounds, and it's 59-37 through three quarters. Zach Banks was 17 for Westfield.
That's a huge game for Owens.
Yep.
I can tell you that. You and I have watched him for 3 years start for Carmel, and that I am sure is his biggest game.
Yeah, that's huge for Owens, and this could be a huge springboard with,
my goodness,
pass from Hines through the legs of Jordan Schmidt and out of bounds. We'll see Alex Hancock just about jump on the table, checking back in the ball game.
You got to like his enthusiasm, right? He is ready to go.
He wants to get back in there.
I want to block his shot.
So it's Jackson.
We're under 2 minutes, Craig.
It looks like Victor Young is back in there for the Bearcats. He sat out most of the third quarter.
He sure did.
And he has no fouls, so I'm wondering if there's something with he and one of the coaches where
he got sideways.
Yep. Or if something was working like it was for the Bearcats, and that's why he wasn't on the floor majority of the third quarter.
Well, the Bearcats are not in any hurry right now. They just seem to be there's Stafford in a corner,
left corner
wide
three.
open. 40-38 here, 1:24-3.
Timeout called by Noblesville. This will be their final timeout. I believe it's their final timeout. 40-38. Our score here at the Mill in Noblesville. 82 ticks left here in the fourth quarter. Muncie Central with a 2-point lead, courtesy of that Dylan Stafford three-pointer. And we'll see if we can chase down a few scores here during the timeout. That leaves Noblesville with no timeouts, 3 full timeouts for Muncie Central.
And that could be a huge part of this ball game right now, Craig. I mean, you know. Let's thank another one of our sponsors here, one of our new sponsors, Chris Jensen. Come be a part of Noblesville's next chapter by joining Chris Jensen for Mayor Team. Jensen is a proven leader, lifelong Miller, committed in honoring the city's past while sharing strong vision for Noblesville's future. Learn more about Chris Jensen, Jensen for Noblesville on Facebook, or on his website, jensenfornoblesville.com. Here we go.
Noblesville with the basketball right in front of Muncie Central's bench, left side. Schmidl inbound, it's Hines. Thought about a three, dips it down low right side to Johnson. Floats up a left-hander, no. Schmidt fights for the rebound, still has it, and he dips it back out, and Kiever Hill will reset. It looked like Schmidt's foot was on the baseline. No call. He'll have it back out, now volleyball line to Kiever Hill. Millers can tie with 2, down low. Kiever Hill to Johnson, got it.
Got it. We're tied up here. Less than a minute here. We're 45 seconds left to go here. Timeout, Muncie Central.
The only one who could call one at this point in the game.
Yeah, the Millers can't call, so if you see any timeouts called, it's going to be Muncie Central being called, and I think they have 2 more, right, Craig?
Yep, 2 more full timeouts with 44.6 left as Alex Hancock checks back in for Noblesville. Tied one here at the Mill, 40-40. The kind of game that we thought it was going to be.
Absolutely, absolutely. Do we dare say OT, Craig, or?
Yeah, dare we say regulation?
Yeah, yeah. It's been a pretty well played game, and the officiating's been pretty good as a whole too. I mean, when they, a couple times they've got a little bit out of hand, and you
gotta love what they did.
Yeah, absolutely. The referees sit down and talk to them, and that's a good thing.
Yep, they brought the players together that were getting kind of chippy with each other. Yeah. Make sure this is not going to turn into something nobody wants at any style, level of ball game.
Absolutely.
44.6 seconds left. We are all tied up, 40-40.
What do you think Muncie Central's going to do here? They don't seem to be in any big hurry here.
It's hard telling what Coach Thompson and his staff came up with during the break, as now we're down to 30 seconds.
I think they're going to go for one shot
here.
They're
going to try for one shot. 25 seconds left. Stafford's got it.
He's just standing there, basically.
Now he'll move right side to Jackson. Now back left side to Stafford.
You kind of think these two guys will probably take the shot. Or they may try to, dribble drive and get it inside. Stafford won't.
Stafford's a deep shooter. He's got 3 threes on the night.
Yeah, there he is in the corner. Wide open.
And
off the mark. Schmitz was up, and we're going into OT. We're going into OT at the Mill. Muncie Central 40. The Noblesville Millers 40.
Ain't nothing like free basketball.
All right.
As we'll play another 4 minutes here at Noblesville, 40-40.
Coach questioning a referee there for a minute, probably wasting time.
That's the first time Chandler Thompson's gotten up all game. Looks like maybe Bonzi Wells that's bringing Coach back, the former NBA star, say, hey, Coach, we got to worry about what we're going to do to start overtime first. Yeah. Muncie Central will have the ball to start overtime.
I'll tell you what, I watched Bonzi a lot with the Memphis Grizzlies and Muncie Central, and when he was at Ball State, right?
Yep.
I mean, so
hometown product there.
Hometown product there. I imagine he'd like to get in there a little bit. I think he can play a little ball still. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll bet he's still got his wheels.
I bet you he takes some of those kids to school sometimes when he gets them on the floor. Muncie Central practice.
Hey, you gotta love this.
What's that?
I had already planned on stopping there on the way home, but I get a text from Kelly just now. I'd like a small concrete mixer with marshmallow and sprinkles from Culver's, please. We had talked about stopping on the way home from Rensselaer this afternoon from visiting family up there and some friends, and she said it sounded good. She read my mind.
You could probably take one of those too, right?
You got it.
Here we go.
Overtime, and Muncie Central controls. Jackson with it across the timeline. Noblesville's going to stick in that 2-3 zone. Looks like it's almost like a 3-2 floater.
Yeah.
I think with the way Noblesville's been able to steal passes and get in the passing lanes.
Yeah, they're not,
Muncie Central's going to be a little more methodical with how they do what they do.
Yeah, there could be very few points scored in this overtime.
Yeah. Jackson. Now it's Bass back to Jackson. Looking for Young.
Over the corner. Ooh, almost thrown away.
Young almost lost that out of bounds. Now it's back up top. Jackson to Bass.
Jackson trying to penetrate.
Jackson not a shooter. Gets it left corner. Stafford 3. No.
Wow. Over the top. Yeah.
Over the back. That's Bass, and that's his 4th foul.
You could see that one coming, man. He was charging. He was coming.
Yep, 4 fouls, and that'll be the 7th. That'll put Zach Johnson at the line. We'll see Stafford take a chair. Hancock back in. Demarius Pegues back on the floor for the purple and white.
Johnson with 17 points tonight here.
With a huge second half, he makes the first, and the Millers back on top. He scored 11 of the past 12.
Second one up and good, 42-40. Millers are up. Probably speed Muncie Central up a little bit now.
2:49 left here. Overtime number 1. Jackson now to Bass. Back to Jackson. They'll play a little catch.
I'll tell you that Miller's defense now, they're playing tough. Timeout.
Thompson wants to talk about it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't each team get another timeout?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The scoreboard up there is not correct about that.
Full timeout here so they can sit down. Let's thank all of our sponsors again, Craig, because, going in this overtime and everything, we couldn't do what we do if it wasn't for them. Our sponsors, Logan Street Signs and Banners, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health Network, Church Hittle and Anthem, Smith's Jewelers, One Zone, HCTV Logan Street Sanctuary in Noblesville, Chris Jensen for mayor. Want to thank all those sponsors. Appreciate all of you all the time.
Ouch. It's one of those weekends for Hamilton Southeastern, and it's obvious there's no Aaron Etherington.
That makes a lot of difference in that team.
45-21 through 3 quarters.
Wow.
They trail the defending state champs, Warren Central. And that's a huge.
And back-to-back losses this time of year. Whoa.
Jackson
Man.
just about drug that pivot foot.
Yeah, he sure did.
And with this smothering 2-3 zone, Muncie Central not able to get the ball in there, trying to get it
there's
to
nothing
Victor Young.
inside. I mean, and Hancock does a good. I mean, he takes up a lot of room in there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Man,
Kiever Hill gets whistled for that foul. That'll be his third.
Personal foul, Noblesville, number 20.
That'll be his 7th team foul, so that's going to put
Bass at the line.
Reggie Bass now at the line. Hines back in to replace Hancock.
Kind of an offense-defense switch here.
Yep, same thing with Pegues and Stafford. Stafford going to sit pretty much in the aisle over there by Coach
Yeah, because
Thompson.
he knows he's going right back in when they get the ball again.
Bass, the first one up and good.
I have to say, Coach Bass is up out of his seat. Coach McKellar, he very seldom sets.
Second one up and good by Bass.
We're all tied up
apiece.
here again. We're in overtime. If you're wondering, 1:57 left to go here.
There's some fans across the way yelling, score. They hadn't put the second free throw up there on the board.
Yeah, everybody thinks that, the game on a stop.
Oh,
wow.
Schmidt had to
He
pick
lost his dribble, though. They
Yeah.
got to help.
Oh,
he did.
Oh, I thought he did.
Oh, I did too. Oh, man.
Ooh, he gets it to Kiever Hill. They caught a break there, and you could see a couple of the Bearcats coaches. Now the ball down
Hunt,
low.
nice
Hunt
move.
passing in. Alex
What
Hunt
a move by Alex Hunt.
gets the pass from Johnson, and Hunt off the glass and in. Huge. He'll go to line shooting,
Big basket by Alex Hunt.
and that's number 5, Lamar Akins with that foul. That's his 4th.
Yeah, you can see that Alex Hunt fan club up there in the stands. You see them all.
Yep.
He has his own little fan club of about 6 or 8 people, and there's family here.
I'm not sure if his dad's listening.
There
If
it
he's
is.
here, I don't see Damien, but we wanted to shout out the next game we do. There's your shout out, Coach, and it's 45-42 Noblesville with that old-fashioned three-point play with a bucket and free throw for Alex Hunt.
That was a big shot
Yeah,
by Alex Hunt.
huge.
Yeah, huge.
Yep, he flowed right with that. Bass back door trying to tie it up. No.
No.
Hancock, the big
Hancock,
rebound.
man.
Now it's Schmidt. Oh,
No,
Aaron,
no.
Aaron miscue
no,
on the
no.
pass. 10-footer, good by Victor Young.
45-44. Get it to Kiever Hill. Double team.
Schmidt with it. He'll get across the timeline. And
Noblesville with a timeout
I
here.
was going to say it's got to be I believe it's got to be a full timeout. Each team gets a full timeout added during the overtime.
Of course, Xavier Hines comes back in the ball game here for the Millers for the offense.
41.6 left here in overtime number 1.
That play down there in the backcourt, ball going under Johnson's leg, that's huge.
Yep, they should have taken
man.
their time coming up the court. And that's how the Bearcats got to pull within 1 here with that Victor Young 10-footer. They pulled up right there on the HCC letters.
Yeah, we were sitting pretty right there. Still got quite a bit of time on the clock here. A lot of things could happen. 41.6. We're in overtime. In case you were wondering, we appreciate it if you're out there listening. I'm Perry Williams and alongside Craig Atkins, and it's been an exciting ball game.
You got it. Young, Akins, Bass, Jackson, and Pegues for the Bearcats. It's going to be Hunt, Schmidt, Kiever Hill, Hines, and Johnson for the Millers. As a final at Carmel, it's 76-50. Carmel routs Westfield tonight at the Eric Clark Center. Kiever Hill drives up. Nope, ball deflected. Gets it back into on the offensive rebound. No.
Blocked again.
And standing on the baseline is KJ Jackson. Literally on the
Here
line.
Here you go.
He got the rebound, but his heels were on the baseline.
29.3 seconds left. Miller's up by 1. Pass to Hunt. Big basket by Alex Hunt. 3-point lead here for the Millers. Timeout.
The final timeout for.
We got 8. Let's set the stage here, Craig. We got 18.3 seconds. We're in the first overtime. The Millers are up 47-44. Muncie Central has the basketball.
This is huge. 18-3 left, and Bearcats, they're going to go down and try and gun for a three-pointer. As Perry, we're giving Kathy the thumbs up.
I tell you what, Alex Hunt has come up big.
He's been clutch.
Yeah, oh, man.
He really has. He scored all 5 of his points here in the overtime. 5 of the 7 Noblesville points in the overtime period. The other 2 coming from a pair of Zach Johnson free throws. And that's the biggest thing that's glaring right now, the play of Alex Hunt off the bench, knowing that didn't technically, quote, lose his starting job. He just has to earn it off the bench.
Yeah, but that's that whole idea, and that's what Coach McGully's got. You know, you got to buy into his system, okay? Yep. And whatever you're called to do, you got to do it.
Yep. Yep, unfortunately, in situations like that, you have to, you're a role player, and depending on how you react to that situation that you're put in, and Alex Hunt has reacted tremendously to that. 5 points, because he's been averaging roughly 7 points a ball game.
And the most important thing, Craig, he's in here at the end of the ball game. That's what it's all. Stafford's in trouble.
Hunt,
Alex Hunt
gets it. Now it's Kiever Hill. He'll pull back out and going to get fouled by Stafford, and that's going to.
Alex Hunt once again.
Yep, Alex Hunt.
I think Alex Hunt's showing you right now that he doesn't matter if it starts or he comes in as a role player, okay? Yep. When you're in there at the end of the ball game, you can make a difference, and that's exactly what he's done in this fourth quarter and overtime.
Kiever Hill with the first, misses it, and Stafford gets the board. Timeout called by Chandler Thompson and the Bearcat bench. Kiever Hill, who's had a well of a ball game, my guess is pushing the 10 assist mark. Probably has at least half a dozen rebounds and half a dozen assists to his credit.
He may be close to a triple-double here tonight,
Wonder if Justin's over there keeping this.
I don't think he does. I think he keeps he tries to keep kind of calm, But he may have it in his head, though.
It's possible. He and Nikki look pretty relaxed back there on the back. Where they're sitting over there.
They're calm and cool.
47-44, Noblesville with the 3-point lead, 5.1 left here in the overtime period. Noblesville leading Muncie Central.
Of course, Nikki learns that from being a coach's wife. I mean, that's a lonely spot, When you're winning, it's great, okay? If you win them all, it's cool, but when you lose a few, or when certain kids don't get to play,
Looks like number 12, Jordan Gaddis, now in the ball game. Hines and Hancock have come out.
.1 ticks left to go on the clock here. Miller's up by 3. We're in overtime, our first overtime.
Jackson needs help on this inbound. Young peels off. They'll try and tie it. Young across the timeline. Looks, 3, left side, no.
Millers are going to win it.
47-44 is our final here at the Mill at Noblesville.
I tell you what, the one thing I've noticed after the holiday tournament here tonight, I'll make a statement here. That Miller team's got a little swagger, you know what?
Yep, you play much better with the big boys, and you get that much more confidence. I mean, because you play a team like Columbus North, win on a last-second three. You beat Northridge from the Northern Lakes Conference, who they've had some pretty good teams in past seasons. As Coach McCauley's celebrating with looks like a bunch of the family there, the fourth row.
Big win for the Millers.
You know, in a 9-point loss in the championship of the holiday tournament 8 days ago, didn't get them down. They're playing a tough Muncie Central team who beat a good Lafayette Jeff team last night.
Absolutely.
And they come in tonight with an overtime victory, 47-44 over the Muncie Central Bearcats. And what a ball game it was, and huge overtime. As we get our final thoughts here tonight, Perry, Alex Hunt.
What a great job he's done. Let me give you a final score here. Oh, looks like Hamilton Heights 75, Twin Lakes 51. So Heights got a victory after that tough defeat last night. Well, Craig, it's been real. It's been a great time here tonight. So for Perry Williams and Craig Atkins, we'll see you next time.